welcome students in English 1 online class. And in today's class, we are going to start a new chapter, that is The Old Man Who Came Back to Life. Lesson 18, The Old Man Who Came Back to Life. Here, I am going to tell you a short story of this lesson. In this story, there is an old man who is having many children, and time passed and they all grown up and they all got married. So the elder son and his wife, they asked his father to share the farm. So but the old man, he was very strong, and he he don't want to stop farming. So one day he thought, so now and then a thought of death was coming to his mind, and he was very disturbed by that thought. So one day he went out and he met a sage. Sage means sadhu. And he asked that sage how many more years left for his life. The sage looked at the old man and said, "You will know your death has come when you will sneeze 3 times." Means the third times you think that your death has come. The old man was very sad and he went back to his home. All the way he was thinking how to prevent sneezing. On his way, throughout his way, he was just thinking, how could I stop my sneezing? When he entered his courtyard, suddenly he felt a tickling in his nose. Tickling means some itching. Okay. Inside his nose, he felt some itching, some tickling, and he gave a great sneeze. And he gave a great sneeze. And after that, he said to himself, "Oh, heavens me! I have only 2 sneezes left." And on the following day, he went to a mill to grind grains. The dust you have seen, when we are going to a mill, so many dusts are there, isn't it? Like floor. hmm? In that way, some dust entered in his nose, and again he sneezed. He was unable to stop that sneeze. And he said to himself, "There is nothing to be done. I have just left last sneeze. If I would, if it would not be, if it would not be stopped, then definitely I will die," he said to himself. So then he ran from the mill. He thought, if I stay here, again sneeze will come and I will die. So he ran from there. Immediately he left the mill and he ran away. But the floor is ready. He has to take that home. So he again came back and he took that floor sack in his shoulder and he went to the door. As soon as he was going towards the door, his nose was full of dust, and the last sneeze also came to him. He tried his level best to stop that, but he could not. And he sneezed, and he said to himself, "Oh my God, here I am dead, because third sneeze came, now I am dead." And he dropped his sack and he lay on the ground. Seeing that, seeing that sack, laying on the ground, the miller's cow, they all came there, and they tore the sack and they started eating the floor. Seeing that the cows are eating his floor, he said to himself, "Oh my God, what can I do now? I am dead. If I would be alive, I would have shown these cows. But what can a dead man do?" He said this one to himself. And all of a sudden, the miller, the the miller, he came out from the into the yard, and he was very surprised to see that the cows are eating the floor, tearing the sack and eating the floor, while the owner of that floor is laying on the ground. What's the matter? He went to the old man and said, "What are you doing here?" The old man replied, "I just laying here, of course. What else can I do? If I would have alive, I would have shown to your cows, but I can't do anything. One thing you do for me, please shoo away the cows for me." Then the miller said, "Oh, you are dead. It's very sad." Hearing that, it sounds very sad. Then he took a wipe and he drove away the cows, and one wipe he fly over the old man's back too. After getting that wipe on his back, the old man jumped from the ground and he stood on the ground and he thanked the miller and he said, "Thank you for bringing my life back." He said to he said to the miller, "If you had not come, I would be dead still." He's saying, if you would have not come here and wipe over me, I would be still dead. But thank you, you gave me a life. And he carried the sack on his back and he went to the wagon. Wagon means four-wheeled vehicle, which is used to carry heavy loads. He took the he took that sack, floor sack, on the wagon and went to his home. So, what lesson did you get from this lesson? What moral did you get from this lesson? The moral is that we, not we, one should not be superstitious. Means हमें अंधविश्वास पर विश्वास नहीं करना चाहिए.